A lot of things don't they where I lay na table where something cost na you radar or something the two pass na you radar no get nothing for do to the thing they want lay na table. Yes, caller, you there live on here? You name and no side call from please.
Yes, Triple A, me, Najalo, the call from Germany.
Yes, Jalo, what you get for it today?
Triple A, Wataki yesterday. I sent, I sent Van there, I sent one sprinter, that's all. The sprinter then take her from Berlin to Hamburg, then drive him. Yeah, okay, everything fine. Then take him, he go Salon. Salon, and go, now, you said, me get one say camera lendi. I did the pack remote carry. This bench will not be the thief inside the remote carry. You understand? But now they don't can go back na that field, that big field where they may get it. Because I be the pack remote carry and this bench here. Now say the camera lende now rest the pack rest. You know, I don't know to invest we don't go pay for that place to be now rest the pack. We not be the loss. So me what to cover and Miss Sprinter will lie. Me what I go pull out yesterday, we spent close to 30 million. I think the difference na 200,000 is different. The motor car then usame go pack and then pull the battery, then change the battery, then change it and put small battery inside it. You understand? Then the battery they put it back in. Then they start the motor car. Then bang the motor car. Then broke the park lights them, the mirror and the side them, and pull the motor car. If I send out to you and I see the condition within a tongue and within a also. You understand? Before that, I tell us I forgo report na bolori. Before I say we go there and just say this na so na normal thing na so it can happen. Now tell us it's not a normal thing. We bolori they charge me for bolori, I they pay them money cash na bank. Where did they ask me for this? I pay them cash. Why make the security with them put na the water the domote, say the must carry them pack? Why make the guy know the person know they do in your duty for secure people and property them? Before that, I for go finger there and Tifa. And right now, I for buy cap, I for buy pack light, I for buy mirror glass, I for buy battery. It go cost me maybe close to 2 million leons. You understand? Before I for send me what can go to the next step. And they thief that jack cooler way they call. Then thief am and they thief the spare tire back with it under the motor then puller. So the person we get for buy this motor back, you get for ask for all length in there. So always we person they send something at that Sunday for lay person go keep the money as for lay person go for some Sunday money person get 100-200 go profit by the thing. All that money back now so they spend and back. Tell me what I say. I no go the way I don't buy now, so I try for sell out, all the money. I look for other thing for do with the money. But what a key the system we don't get right now more of people every pull the car tip. Remember, most car they make from 1999, 96. Then pull the car tip para. Not to weekend understand it. Now inbuilt car tip them pull on para. You know. The Bawa Gego must say this must follow sell and pass we go for make and back all sell a kind day. You know. And this what's a key get for change. Where they go and talk say, men I show who for go they complain. Because me, I believe say they go for jail me now what's a key. You know, me they go for jail me. Me na one part go for jail na that country day. Because the day me go for send something under the thief parande. The boss man, then the port authority man, when they send the minister of port authority, I they shout out for her. Seriously, people, me I they suffer for me work. Now constructive work I they do not bouch tell I they work. Say they build houses that they work for me money, I they suffer under cold. I work me money, I buy me something, I send them. Where they tax me for them payments, them all are they them pay the money, all. What go see me property now? They don't thief everything. The last I put one old motor car tire, I buy them, I put a load there. Now half I go meet. And one tire don't cost me now, so it don't cost me €5. You understand? Woman they do that, a lot of money man they get. Man they no more. We get water and they don't under make when they do business, they don't turn. But then people like where you go, then bloody pass yourself will get the business. Then bloody pass you will invest by your money. Wallahi billah yesterday when my brother go pull the motor car, I want cry. You know, because I remember now for sell the motor car. You know, like if you say what in the diaspora, we guess where we know what and call. We like who's only they forget nothing because the how they will come out, walk oversee, we not forget nothing, so walk oversee. You understand? Then people are way and they say the government will, but the people that we Sierra Leone maybe wicked to we say we where they employ for them work here. When the government sack you, say government don't sack you for your work. You as a security, when they give you this work, say watch this business here. Now you didn't duty for this business. And anything we lost day, you know, now you didn't duty for one. We go say, ah, yeah, so the system, they now so yeah, so the wait and call. And can you imagine most government for pay 30 euro for them shock that bat kilo most go to tell rich say the rich would go say the packer. My village airport authority manager where they talk so now slushy they talk. You understand? Because the rubbish standing and nonsense. You know, put things in order. We say people again for go swear. Say Padina, so they don't take me Motka, can go see the business. They don't book me Motka, can go see the business. They don't put who they suffer for money than a diaspora. Post they go tell me say it go sue me go to court. I'm saying Madabio, I made to go to Madabio to Jule the Jallo. You the minister would get that okay. Because the kind of I've been saying I go jail me that day. Why they took me mind so bloody. Come in as Susan's baby, but I'm not for nothing. You know, I don't go down suffer na Babylon, buy me motor car, send up, una go charge me 12, 13 million, I pull them, I pay all my duties, and una go damage me motor car, una pull them, I they pay una, they already pull out, they pay and they already this, I they pay, they pay back something and back something for put for the hope, for the common do, eh? You they pay back. I say yesterday live, me boy, I should put on video call. He said, Koto Adama, let you see. Why they tell you say I pay this, you go face in a lie. Watch you now, the most who don't pack so put on video call. The man pass on and get 15,000 before put the rope down. Before come up na junction. So say they ask for that new law where they put so TNC number. That 180 million 1,080,000 way they pay. They say that the first lady that go put that law there. So that Germany will they pay am. Now on a salon. Germany will pay 45 euro. You understand? We pay 45 euro. Now na salon 1,080,000. It's a close to by 90 euro that day. So whether they make cool they pay, at least make them secure property them. Make them make sure say they secure property them because who not used to that day. Who used for we na ya so we na ya. You as you be foreigner, you be citizen. No. Anything will happen to you now. So you get say they lay complain, whether they see to you case, where later they send you letter or then you know they happen and then country also they leave. Because the last time I go to keep pulling at I send one L400. You understand? Put then cooler the boil water with this. I don't think the person do. The cooler the system where they put the cooler power. Now the person the one old bag inside the cable and now the person go take left the water cooler there. You understand? It take the cable the thing there. Now it can go. It's if I can go. I buy PlayStations there, I put inside it. The guy, I tight the thing, I lock it all kind of way, then pull on and take on and go with her. Then you so I cry na titi, I vex that titi. The other time I go out to me, why they cost me, brother? Why cost me, brother? They tell me, say, me brother dog can slap the water key. I say, if you talk, I slap you. Because I know I suffer for my money, person can't take a one grade, they go with her. You know, tell well, what I keep now, they put on a law and say, when I sue it to the highest court, we are ready. We are all Fritonian. Let me not afraid. Me not support Bobo, me not Malama Thomas Bobo. We ready for that. They will not sue it to the court, but make sure say you put the law and for secure we own property that they send on the. If not, I go jail we boku.
All right. Thank you very much, Jalo.
Okay, brother.
All right.
So may them put the law in there, yeah?
All right.
Idiots there. Thank you, sir.
Yes, caller, you live on here. Your name and who side the call from, please.
Yes, good evening or good morning, wherever we there. It's not Nancy, they call from US.
Yes, Nancy, you get the platform.
Yeah, I just get a few points around. I make what I want to say something about this that video we make talk to the camera, go na that place na Moyamba and we go see waiting people then they do, how people they know they even farm anymore, and the few way they farm then they take the thing, everything and go to another city in Africa town, go sell. Waiting me don't observe it, so people there I don't think say then lack that business skills. Because if you don't plant, you don't harvest. Instead of you sell them, you say you they around you. You they take and you pay transport, for pull and force from the village, you get for pay. And then you out and at the junction. Then you get for pay for you aid and you load, forget transport for goods and at home. and then you get for pay maybe for lodging, or usa you dey go pin your market for sell. You get for eat, and then wait or you pay back for go back na usa you come on a village just for let you go buy back expensive, or maybe the thing not even did again anymore. It don't make sense to me. Why would people then they do that? In the name of, oh, not only we're able to make money. If you don't pull all your transports to and fro, which you eat, you lodge in wherever, or decide where you go to the way they sell, you get for, I'm sure you get for pay a fee for sell who they sell. If you don't pull all down there, now what's in the profit where they get? It dey happen even at the market, then they go buy, then they go all the way Guinea or you go Natong, you don't go buy a business in Canada. Or even Natong, if it dey happen, then don't go all the way upline, maybe go Balamoya, go buy the character. They sell, and then what they do? Anybody will buy, you pinch, you add for the person. Anybody will buy, you pinch, you add for the person. Now you money, you add money, now all you don't give away. So instead of you dent that cup, where they use for measure, you rest or gari or whatever, why you not go sell the full cup and put you full price? It don't make sense to me. But then at the end of the day, you say, they make profits. But or then they took you money because na them waiting self like couple and around na them saying, I don't sell, I don't see it money. But then pull the transports, we see cake the pass it by, pull pull the ad, although we don't add anybody we can buy pinch small ad. We put all down there into consideration. You they end up say either you lost or you just pull the money or something. A small thing and they pants up. They know they look into them thing and they. So now make it they find out say then they lost at the end of the day. You don't go na Sunday, you can't not get anything. Then when they can't be back on the bolan at the village. It's sad. And then the other thing I want to talk about this excessive timber cutting or excessive land leasing. Now the new thing now na turn. Now we country. You dey go all na them villages, them the people there, they no want for work anymore, especially the chief them. Then just decide for lease the land them to the one the way they can. And then sit down now they collect that money they every year. Where if you check not to even better money instead of them work. Where they say if you then work, let me just say you as a chief, you decide for organize the whole village. So okay, let me say do your own planting. Now plant trees, enough trees them. Where them trees then they don't grow enough for harvest. When I can sell the trees them to the one the way they can with fast, then they cut them, then pay for them, then when I replant another one so that when I go keep the environment. Why they not go do that instead of them lease the land? So 90 to 100 years, where then say them go don't die, even the beginning where them born, then say maybe go don't die. Maybe the great grand beginning and then go can witness, whatever it is. So then they back, it really not make sense to me, whether they do all them excessive leasing, then they, or you begin and don't can abroad now, then don't can succeed, then go, they not get land for buy anymore, because when I don't lease all the land there. And mind you, then land and the way then they lease, the people the way they buy them, they know they even allow let you take stick for or wood for go cook na your house. They know they allow that. They even kill snake they. They kill any animal where they inside that forest they where they don't do them plantation they. So in other words, where then they do that, time the charcoal where they cut and they make some charcoal and some then they transport and then come to go to the timber. So then say, okay, we they provide job for our people then. And then the slogan for fool the people and say, oh, then can't give youth man their job. But when they look at them, then they get quadruple profits because now when I get for buy wood from them, when I get for buy charcoal from them, then when I get for that money that they pay you now to them back they go. And then they take them timber, then count and then country can make boku money with them. And then the animals the way they go, they will not get mine for kill anyone except them where lease that particular land. And if they know they allow all the animals then at the other forest, they side the people then they go do their hunting. They all get for transfer and that side outside and if say it conducive. So the one they will go lease. So time there for which they go na bush self, they're not able to catch any creature because they all don't transfer. So you see the sense where them people they are they make people there they know they watch and see the bigger picture than just see immediate answer. Or then they can't give picking and jobs. That's it. The money they go back to them and when they change that they go back in their country. So now what? They circulate inside salon. And then the next one I want to talk about Emma's in Pepper song. My brother not to pepper. This you don't pass pan pepper. You sabi when they mix pepper and yerebe. Anybody we know what's in a yerebe, no say na one flower like we be say if it touches if you scratch, say you wound. It's like na in the mix and cayenne pepper, the rub and pie. Or let me just put it this way. Na ale na in the alleyway. Because when you don't alley, you want for scratch, you dey feel the pain, you dey feel like you dey scratch, but then when you scratch, you feel them. When they don't alley, then they tell you back say you know for even cry or complain or even scratch. Now that's what government they do. So it pass pepper. This na alley. Now that comment I want give for Emerson music. And then somebody been give a comment say diaspora as and I get the problem. They know they do something. I disagree that side. The diaspora as and they try. We try we own way in we own little way. You they work now, you they suffer, you they send for you person. Some day then they appreciate, some they know they even appreciate you. Therefore call them for tell them say, oh, you don't receive what I send for you. Then they say, oh, I don't receive them. Thank you. Basically now you they ask for the thank you. You know, you they send something for like just like how people then will explain just now. You want to go start a business, at least you will hire 1 or 2 people then. We be say them people then they now 2 families where you go don't take care of if you hire them 2 people then they because almost every Sierra Leonean it gets a responsibility. So if you hire like now 2 people there, you don't put 2 people then on streets. So you don't help 2 families, whoever way you pay. So if them people there we as Sierra Leonean they know they encourage you where you go. Inside and they start with you first. Now the airport, now the Wataki, now then they start with you. So what they go, now they first discourage. But then the foreigners, the way they ship them property, and they take very good care of them because they know if they mess with that one and then a problem. We now they know say nothing no will commodity, so then they take that advantage there. But little they know say like what then they say, they get this saying, wake out they go and toilet na the road. If you say na where the toilet for instance, if you say na the road they spoil until we reach now, you know able for go again in waiting self don't block. Now the people no say oh na me self I they do. Now this with people that they don't realize say now that they do to themselves because then discourage we will not able for invest. The one the way they can invest now for outside and come out. Now that then they invest for. So then they take from we and go to another country, go enjoy themselves and develop the whilst we left Tambolambola. So the need for fix we airports or we Wataki area outside and we say if they wireless Sierra Leone and then begin they can because look all them complain people then they complain you send something it well you put something I post in hand it destroy them if they compete with you, if they take and I will put them for himself. By the time you go, you meet if you say bill for me, also go bill for himself. By the time you done, you don't get us pantap your us. So how you go grow, you know? So they need for work on that day if they want for let Sierra Leone go before, you know. I'm sure them familiar with lead by example. If you want let you people then follow you, you get for lead by example, you know. If you want let we all come and do better thing, then when I therefore open the door them for we let we feel comfortable and let we know say yes we are welcome. All this competition, home base versus diaspora, you know call for. If you possibly make something back home, you enjoy fast and safe at the end of the day because now you didn't at the ground. So it's not necessary for let you steal from your own person. So me and they are the big. If you don't agree for doing, I'm sure we get other ways them who will strike. You know, demonstrate sometimes you don't need for old banner or common as street. So just boycott. Just boycott. If in a Guinea, all the diaspora and then stop for send now something through Ataki, Salon Ataki, that we see. I will send them through Guinea back. You go pick them up. If you they pay self way they cross, that's fine. As long as all everything you send, if in a day they're honest enough, all what you send, if they intact, you able for pull them now Guinea intact, then I will prefer pay that small money and pass through Guinea and kind side. So if you then see say these people they all don't stop for Central and Salon Wataki, then see the kind money with them they lost, maybe then go get them act them together. So me na dan no money they suggest. If people they not get them act together, let all the diaspora they then boycott Salon Wataki. Let we go pass other side. The same thing then they do with the airports. Then they make a lot of Sierra Leoneans where they say that money they for the Kana Salo if only they reduce the fare, the flight fare. If they reduce them, people then go pass Boku where they go Banjul go buy stuff. Then go pass through the Salon airport. Then go fly there. But because it's too expensive, a lot of people there, then they go pass through Guinea. You know how many thousands of people there where they travel, where they go buy stuff and kind through Guinea, then plenty. So they don't realize say then they lost money at the end of the day. And like now small, it better let you buy fast than the thing where they buy, where they sell, they take you one whole year before you even done, before you remember. Then the way they do your own small way in price they done, they get tons of people. It go don't make like quadruple of the money, whilst you still the ace price for your own people then. So if you're not able to foresee that, maybe it's high time let we self wake up and do what you get for do for benefits we self, because since then self they try for benefits themselves, it's up to them. The tell where they wake up, then that's fine. But we better wake up now. Or otherwise then people they're not go ever stop for do what they do. Until we make them feel we wait, we're not go ever be relevant to them. So me now that's number I get for today.
Thank you very much, Nancy.
Thanks for having me.
Yes, caller, you're live on air. Your name and who the call from, please.
Good evening from your side. Tripoli, in a talker from the Netherlands.
Yes, talker, you get 7 minutes, sir.
Okay, thank you very much. Myself just one for Rob, small part some things then, some issues that we bring come up, and also some, the attitude of we as Sierra Leoneans. One of the attitude, this my sister we just talk so, a Rob much for that attitude as Sierra Leoneans, we as Sierra Leoneans, me I can always say, and then I make cannot people myself the, first of all, two nuggets, now honest, even you possibly when a young family member, you want for say, okay, let we try help you, let we try for do something is that, waiting in the try for, now God one green, till waiting for benefit bar, if you get your own wealth or picking or whatever, instead go benefit, in what the member now for how destroy that thing, the way you the think say, okay, Kamla, we'll do something for better we self, So that's not another attitude, and because we're not honest, like you give somebody business, say, do for person do a genuine. I don't know what thing they cause that, but general perspective now, so we're not honest. And then also, I want for government also, I wait to talk about like a way you say if you send something for like money or whatever for, if they're not receive them, you understand, then they call you. But as long as they receive them, it's difficult for them to call you back, say I don't receive them. Personally, you go to call them now for ask if you don't. All those attitude, is so bad. I don't know side attitude and they come on. It's sad. Then our government also for this what's a key issue on specifically on this with sister in issue with Apple, because a little bit follow up the story when that video they come out, and on some certain points and back where myself one for just share now so that world go learn. First of all, listen to all of course that statement where you read that myself did not read them actually. I listen also the part who are interested at the good reputation of the Wataki. I mean, able understand who's good reputation. Because anybody on Sierra Leone knows say Wataki not get good reputation. So I don't know who's good reputation and the way then they defend, But these are some of the facts also we know, and when I follow this in case specifically, we are one for discuss. One, the lady, of course, where he go to Wataki, me no know who the person where he asks, where he be there with, according to him, because he been go Facebook Live with one guy with the England, where they call Costo Darami. He say meet up somebody be the near Aram, we ask somebody motoka. The person say, well, so the things and they care happen is that. So that's make it blow off and he go rampant on the video, on the aspect of we are in and say for do the right channel for complaint. We all know say you can go back the right channel for complaint, it will become difficult back that issue. But on this lady in one particular thing, I want to point out some things and so that other people in back go learn where na facts same, because the lady, based on the investigation we then do after insert back after this video, we then do all the investigation, then put up to and the way the motor car they inside the ship where this management, according to what they write, where they say then tampered with them. You can't tamper one. I get them photos and the way the motor car inside shipping tampered one, so in damage one, you know. So after when they don't do the investigation and they find out say yes, the thing it can be tampered one. But these are the things that we all know back. We would me would like me na Europe a day. I know for sure say, you understand? Where you the ship your motor car, and also we put inside container, we put inside container and a different thing. But we the ship ordinary one. Now it's possible the shipyard, like for example, the first way they say ship for me, because it can get big yard where you say can go pack the motor car them before. So it's possible you the back inside Europe here for the damage your motor car. That's I know for sure. It's possible inside the ship back where they go to for the damage the motor car. Because what's here will not talk because they are the worst. Everybody knows say yes. You understand? But why are the later facts here? Because it will help other person next the way you serve the ship and you decide to put things inside motor car, you go aware of them here so and you will know exactly what they do. And again, we come to the bill of lading because you talk about bill of lading, say the port say state inside the bill of lading. You know, when management they talk, then they talk on their own principles and their own standards. But in general, where you ship your property, in fact, now Europe here, they don't even make them very clear now to all the people who ship motor car, ordinary one. If you put anything inside there, it's at your own risk. Because the complaint they don't book up at the shipping company there, so this damage. They don't make them clear, it's at your own risk, you know. So the port, like when the state say, the bill of lading in all states say something they inside the personal effect, any other after way you put inside motor car and they refer to. Yeah. That's not the issue. When you ship the property, the things the way they put inside, normally they state on the bill of lading. And that's the show say the responsibility in order to the shipper them, the person they ship for you, the responsibility also not there to the people within at the ports. You understand legally, in order to them two people. But if your property reach now what's a key, the property that reach you see how it's because the ports get people in there where also if you team up so they take note of all the personal effects here. Automatically they don't get responsibility of them here where they take note of by the paper. So anything from that point away lost now, it's on them because they already don't take record, say tape cam, shoe cam, crepe cam, you know. So these now some of the points and that's why I want to talk about this one so that the lady in motor car, yes, they been prove and say yes, now inside the boats and damage and because photos then they like I made the talk, I get the photos them and inside the car live, it been raising concern. And me, I understand the lady back where it come out because why it's so painful that person don't suffer and oversee, then short still up with you, you know. Then also I want to much small back Kaloni issue. Because I hear you talk say Kalon sit also say the day that the day when they go Ola conference, now you go for nomination. So me, I don't know the nomination because on that day when they go Ola conference, that conference when they go La Makeni. Because now on nomination day that they go for say who that they can nominate. Yeah. So everybody for go the way somebody for nominate you register the nominate. But I hear you ask say why Kalon not be done, they not be done nominate them before. Past the 9 minutes that day they go and rush a claim and bike. Because Mr. Listen, I will say claim and bike for let me top the deadline 5 o'clock. So I don't know if you try for talk say nomination be done open long before that day. Because me understand you are getting that day nine at the nomination. But again, there is a catchy thing also where you talk about. You talk say, Kalon, you be listening away you talk where they say if I forgo or not forgo or not. Because myself, I be don't listen alive. It not be like a too short, say whether you want contest or you don't want contest for this particular thing. So me no know, you understand all these things here also, we they talk about the same African mentality and African lapses on doing things. Because this now something we got for do with in the Kalon system in your future. You know, if you want to become a president for Slafa, you understand from day one if I don't prepare. So me not actually know who side the things can go wrong. But the point for say why Kalon be registered before that day, you understand? I don't know if I get you right.
Yes, we don't elapse the 7 minutes, but according to Chris Kamara, he say I think that from the 20th of December, and then they be don't open. Not to say that day no more. It will open from the 20th from December 20, and then we don't open the nomination. Then so if him be don't go earlier, then you find out, say, this person for can nominate and not meet the criteria, you go for still get the next day, but for which stay the
No,
dying
you're right.
minute.
You're right. I know we get that point.
Yes.
Thank you very much for making clear to me. Well, this now the lab sister who they talk to, we self as Africans, because Mohamed Kalon don't live in Europe for so long, he don't live in America. He know waiting at time, he know waiting to put things together. So why once you don't take that day? So I agree with you. Why once you don't take that day for go register? Why not be don't do and tell the tea open? You see, so thank you very much for your time what you give to me. So thank you. Let God bless you, and let God bless Mama Salo, the people. And let God also make we get the heart of love and peace to be safe. Then we elect Salon. Salon people elect Salon, you know. But now the way I forgot about and then they confuse me. But let God give you the wisdom and understanding. Yeah, and yourself, let God bless you.
All right, thank you very much, Toka.
Yeah.
Yes, caller, you're live on air. Your name and who the call from, please.
I'm in Kurma, I call from the United States.
Yes, Kurma, you get 7 minutes, sir.
Now, I just ask you this question. Government don't privatize our Wataki.
Yes, then get Bologi. Long time.
Wow. Me, this Wataki issue. You know, when you watch Salon so vulnerable. That thing we then call tomatoes. The actual plant. I quite believe you know, import and the import land. Nearly over 90% of what we consume in our country now imported. I don't just know why people in the cry about this Wataki government will really take action. I don't know why. I don't know. And the other thing again, you know, like this corona, some of you don't really see, say, even for make a U-turn. Because like when you talk to people in our place, everybody will talk, say, I'm gonna get corona, I will not get. So like you really know, say, all the thing government we don't put in place, nobody not be done the travel. AAA, I mean, when Macovax say, you know, in the out policy or in the out another measure, you know, for combat the thing. Believe in me, you know, we even day against the idea for making out how they call it, coffee order. You know, the coffee order is not like the next corona travel. No, talking. You know, but the only thing, you know, that coffee order, you know, when they restrict the movement, that will make, you know, them take the conditions kind of serious. When there's something really, really discomfort them. So that, you know, it will bring out an essay, you know, that because of this wala. You know, when you watch that coffee order, they kind of like, you know, upset almost everybody. But as long as they don't get that pest, something really pest their life, trust me, that's it. I know they ever never wish for that. But maybe it will run this whole war and salon last. Now we go talk to corona don't do. So I mean, you don't get much for saying. Like just this Wataki business, I know really upset me. I mean, you know, ever fortunate, you know, for really clear motokai, you know, around ship motokai a couple of times. Now one time now didn't get an incident. I think why didn't they offload and they will scream there for broke. But then they luckily government were able to replace them at cheaper rates. I mean, I think I've been me almost because I mean the person giving you $1 just tell and say no, I spend less than $100. But this Wataki business, trust me, it is really upset. Like me here, when you watch, you know, then for clear motokama like me, I think it more look expensive than salon. I get a friend with me, you can go through me. But you say no, say, you know, shipment not to Kalokalo something. If they only need one. I mean, it's like I say, we'll get for take your time, then, I mean, you get for mobilize people and back up return and thinking about, you know, the risk characters. I just been here for discourage the guy. I think the here for use somebody else. But this sort of key business, trust me, at triple it. I think they really upset some of us. Not only tell me they do shipment, but salon just too vulnerable. Everything, you know, is that imported. And you know, one thing about businessman not they do in business, you know, for making losses. All in here, you know, in Kitampa wood, at the end of the day, that poor consumer. Now you go get for pay. Now you get for pay that damage. You see? And the other thing again, AAA, when you watch salon, all the two lack of I quite believe you know, poor management in our country, now they even make unemployment kind of full time in our country. Because when you watch, you know, when you talk about how many libraries in our country, as you know, I imagine, you know, if each and every big town, let's say district or city can get library in our Sunday, you know, it's like they will get for higher ball, cool people and all the you know funny facilities who really supposed to get. if we can get all in another country, maybe now we would even call for people in outside say, yeah, we can for it. But I job because, I mean, it's management, they don't take that place to that country. I quite believe you know, that make unemployment so high in that country. Thank you very much. And I'm here for say.
All right, thank you very much, Koma.
Yeah.
Yes, caller, you're live on air. Your name and inside the call from, please.
Yeah, this is not Mike. I call from Philadelphia.
Mike, you got 7 minutes, sir.
7 minutes. Wow. I just want to say, people want to job Wataki. Wataki, Bukuman enjoy now. When I don't ever go for go clear motka and alone I see the people who work there, the type of motka they want and they drive. Man, they enjoy under, man. They're not going to make it easy for we, man. They're not going to ever make it easy for we. We go under self. What they know say in a JC go under. You price they change, man. Then do that to me, man. I pass on run away and come on, I send somebody else for let them go clear me motka. And then people are not play under to JCO. We didn't see no more human. The price they change under. But I want to ask Guma Valley. Them pipe they would be showing. They don't ever install them pipe in the AAA. You know anything?
Not to my knowledge. I don't know. I don't know if they don't begin. And I have no idea, sir.
Wow. But you know, Guma Valley, the street light, would they still wait? Like you say, would they wait? Would they wait for the street light? Would they wait for Guma Valley? You know, would they wait for the bridge? But the bridge, you know, not saying on a left for Abu, but then it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen right now. It's not going to happen. Because if this administration is able to build one back for a bond or Kailao or Kenema, you know, if it's a bridge, they can build for that. On a left for Abu too much, man. Let them bring light. I like to in that country. They bring light, then they go help the people there. But bridge, I'm not saying they go for that. Even the airport self, me, I'm not too sure right now. Don't see no more how this year will go. I'm not too sure if this new airport they say it happen. Let's see how things they go, man. You know, I hope say, you know, this administration they look to a new direction now. They begin change and begin do what they promise the people in that country. You know, but then they look forward for. Let 2021 be a good year for the people in that country. People when they suffer, man, they suffer. You know, presidentbio, there are people in the suffer in that country. They are, you know, you say what's on a life. You know exactly where you can have power. You know to the first time this way you become a president of that country. You know the problems of that country. Why they start working on that? Why they start to work on their problem? Then they already, you know already. Not to like saying that you're a new person in that country. You know, work on the problems there now, so the people can begin enjoy their life. I don't understand, man. And I'm your contribution. I don't know.
Thank you very much, Mike. Yeah. Yes, caller, you're live on air. Your name and inside the call from, please.
Yeah, Patrick.
Yes, Patrick, you get 7 minutes, sir.
Yeah, I mean, we tell God thank you for everybody in life. Today and Saturday, after weekend. We Sierra Leone, I mean, don't say this year, not stress myself over Sierra Leone politics. I make it final over the weekend, all the calls, why not come to our own politics? So we talk, they look like they're not the risk. Now, waiting the see they go on, they first were on there between where we go on into APC. And now they bring this stuff particularly for we cannot people there where they cannot or where they're all over. We see the two foolish people there, because that's why they call them, where they don't then have power because they don't get all the authority there. For do something inside or not, where they not do, which is Transmana and Diana Coromani. With the Tina Roman, the full video, this one saying the support, this to support that, to support that. Because those two are waiting they don't do inside or not, nothing. When you come to Sierra Leone politics or Sierra Leone development, Colon is the last place that they ever think about inside Sierra Leone. But anything, they don't say, let's try this first, no. Wherever things can development, so it comes from the government, so it comes from this, so Nakono last that they think about. Only thing that they think about Kono, now we diamond investor that they come. Now that's time they go, that they sign, they go, that they sign, go through the chief there. They begin to mine whatever development they say that they bring, they don't even care. Next year, they will not say, oh, Kono, we don't go build this, now Kono, we don't go do this, now Kono. From past government to now, from what they promised university, brushes, then they're not building brushes. So, me they tell Kono people that this time around, let them know what they do. Because the foolish two people that Diana Konomani and Transmana, where they know they are that plan, there's some people that go to the 8 result, but nothing they not do. Even the present government, we get people that will come up on all day. When I talk people there, what did they do? Now, Boku talk. Compare from Big Mouth as first lady. What did they do? Always they in the pride, in this, in pride of this, in pride. But what did they do for Kono people there? We not say we're so special, no. But they don't take so many advantage for we in our country today. From the 10 diamond boss in that place to now. That's also advantage money. They then too foolish one day, they go, they first, they want this. They're like, why is this time around? Let God touch their heart. Let them find the right candidate where they feel they go do it in small development in our country. When the second thing you can't do the diaspora, whatever they see, and the people that are salon the treat with, not jealousy no more. Nothing other than and just pure jealousy. They repeat it with life done better past them, so they get that grudge there against me. So the only one thing we not will get grudge against you, maybe your family member. And then they say no to all. And not to the all. But few of them will say, oh, this will be benefit. Well, if not to the diaspora, the way they send money in that country there, but they say that the Christ is grown dry. What thing makes some people they're not able to boast the grown dry? Because the people in the diaspora will be sponsor the people there. Will be the sponsor there. If I say we will drop 50, 100, 20, whatever amount we will drop for them. So some of them normally even they feel like they said grown dry. The one that will not be able to when they cry, I mean like the one that will not get family there or maybe not get party, but if you want to get party, when the bad thing they will flash you. They will flash you pay until you call them back, they tell you the problem. If the diaspora say right now, let we all see, for so we know the term money in that country, then it is not to war. The government beg to fill out because people that will turn over. How many people that they pay under when they even pay? How many people that they diaspora when they pay rent now? They pay rent for the people they under for year, maybe for year 10 million, 20 million. It depends the area where they did. They do that commitment to the one when the worker who's then are store on this thing and this. Maybe they are money for free, that thing and this. So they play nothing with it then and are just jealousy. They treat their life. They will life done better. So they pull their frustration they per week. Then I make anything where you say no, anything where you ask for, let it do for you. They want to another way for just discourage you or thief you or do something to you. So that's pure jealousy. We don't know what we could do for them we wait that perception towards the mind. Let it say, well, there are people there. I will go there, mama then I'll pick in the other day. If not to them, some they don't give up. Because if you check for the day, roughly no more. One time they read one statistic when they say for the day, over $50,000 or $200,000 where they come overseas, they go inside salon no more. Where I don't know if I'm 2 months exam, I see that statistic. That number for a day, which not talking now for the month. If you know, so millions of dollars will enter inside that country, what people they send. We see say this will bless in the way God will bless you. Some of them small similar the wake up. Also, man don't even know if you're on jail. So like me, I will say I know if you're on jail. Because now they are pinch with me. Situation I able to send for this, the one I know able to send for inside Christmas. So all this. So all the money that they wait me for sit down here at least cook good one because we don't plan for cook some lobster. You know, big lobster. I go check for $25 per pound. I'm going to buy that big one. They just cook and send and so let you see the picture. I'm a designer.
Okay,
I will tell
I
you.
have a report you to the doctor. I mean, I
That
have
was the plan, but I don't be able to cook that lobster there because why don't send the money? How much left now? $300.
Thank you very much, Patrick.
You're welcome.
Yes, caller, ID live on the air. Your name and side the call from, please.
Hello, good evening, brother and sister. Good evening, Chipwe. And I Helen McDavid, I call from United Kingdom.
Yes, Helen, you get the platform.
First of all, I tell you now, all think all what you they talk me. Now, one question I want to ask first: what you they talk to the president and the MPs in another country? They don't know can you?
Me, I want to show you say, then they
They just don't care. Oh God. My brother, you were called we talk about street lights. I they beg you, ask first for let them give you lights and at the house before they get the street lights. Do ya? Because if you get lights now your house, the security lights go make let you see maybe now your phones go. Then they go help you. Not only will they pay for lights then for people they under, they know they get lights. Then they take them 2-3 days, one day, then they take lights 5 times. It's really, really sad. We appliances and the border in television 50 inches where just then it don't blow off. Because it just they go on and off, on and off. It don't set much, you know they talk again. It's so sad. Once of the media come on, this last go I go to 2019, I reached na Lunge, na Tagrin. I want cost now see fine planting. Now rush and go there for go buy the planting. Why actually they say for 30,000, but not 10,000 be the seller. Now the brother say, now 10,000 the seller. And I say yes, and Jensina they would get. I say, my sister, what's in this? Me not to your born. The money where you defend, that same money they would suffer and for that kind of money they. It's so sad. I just thought that the main word we I want to talk is let we make them Sierra Leone as they know say. Anybody who would in at this platform now, you get a friend who will not try for let we scatter this message say. Anybody we can for can stand election, we go give an arrest at the campaign or give una money, una no vote for them. Let we not vote for them. Because then they take us, they always they request as Sierra Leone say, you know they can't do for me nothing I also. And they repeat this word, if they ask me. Let we get for ask them say, where you sit down, what thing you they can do? Because if you always then they complain say, you not do nothing for we, you not do nothing for we. When they go down do it for you this thing, what is it on? And for instance, you remember, not to all get money. You they see councillor when they go na parliament, just in a year time, if they get jeep, if they get host them, in mama in me as I be one and over call you name. In mama, na remote, in fact, not all thing for top because we all come on as some side before you claim leather. Where it go na power as an MP, you know, even reach a year. In mama, it is celebrating but the people in the member of parliament all they can do. Who's they put that money there? Before you remember, I don't be people goes. Before you realize, he get motorcar, he get transport, he get jeep. The money when they give them for go to for the people then. But how with the way they give them back, then they audit them because what they do, they get forget it, then they give it, then they get the money no more. When say this projects now 1 million, they go ask for 5 million. When they give it, then shave out to themselves. They how they give, they how they give. Me salon, I don't understand. Now I make sense, but putting in another talk, I just listen to what they say. Because if all these things, me for what born, I don't know for now, but for me for what born at that country, now the first thing is the money no dey. Me party go for go put money, they can be the house. Where you go for go take money, then go the money we ask about 60 or 70 million. But how much they go get the money not full up? The lady cry, and that time go the go and that time you get to go and you get for steady and can't come back. It's really sad. Not to say na full why they ask this question. Say they know they hear what we they talk. They know they understand. Do you not spread the message? They will left for ask them people here say, what you don't do for me? No, what you they can do for me now, Sabi? Where you can give me money, you can bribe me. Well, now wait, the election they come back this one, not fight again. You go see when they put stuff Facebook, all man they vote, and they go to line and they give them money, then they match, they full, then they agree back, they vote for the person. When they vote for you, the person not get nothing for do for you. What do they do? Alter you sleep in a dark, alter you not get water, they go to line for water. Hey, but we not go shame now, but then people say they wicked oh. I'm sorry for that. I'm so ashamed that way they talk, say God not did that. Me brother, God did it. Now, where the people, the one they were there before, that them bad, they get bad tax. They not sabi God, they not afraid God. But let God touch you one day. Triple A, the ending is you get for go stand for president. Not laugh for, that's what I tell you so. If you not go, we go take doctor, let it go. Doctor for stand at that place. We need a female president at that country. Day. Yes, we all go take the one SIM card we left and we go vote. Now they go get it. Una, thank you very much. We are big. Now see, una all are not able to call una name. Una not tell the people they say. Let for ask the people they say, what thing you don't do for we? That they not call for. We no one know what thing you don't do. Now what thing they can do, we can have power. And I will understand. I don't want they see in America, neither why they see in TV because I not sabi yet. I not laugh me. Or why they na UK or so. I know one day they ask say, what if you don't do for me, we will not go vote for you. I don't know, maybe you don't hear that.
Not at all.
Not at all. Now, foolish question, Dandy. Now, make them, they go take people debt, them money, they can't sponsor the people there. When they go now, what did they remember? They don't remember about the people again. No. All what did they remember? They just remember no more now. For pay the debt them, then take the other money, then put them in their pocket. That's really bad. They know they're sorry for the people that so then they get neighbor, they know they're able to get what they eat. Me I submit some. Then get the neighbor, they don't get what they eat. Then just they drive car, take them to get them go to school, get them go so they sit down the car. They know they saw this today, like give this post here, this 1,000 loans, make it. But believe you me, when they say, hey, election, they can that person it is full, they can't get 20,000 or 1,000 or 1 million loan. If they dance, it's so Scott. When the person win, they not sabi again. Now my own contribution this.
All right, thank you very much.
No address to people then back home. Now thank you so much, Mr. President to be.
No make answer again. Oh.
Nothing they're not going to do it, brother, because you are covered with the blood of Jesus.
Okay.
What if they do so self alone? God will pay you for that. I like person who prophet you. We own prayers will make you stand. Trust me.
Thank you very much, Helen.
Never mind, madam.
Yeah. Yes, caller, live on air. You name and the call from, please.
Hello, this is Dave Ketty. Good day, good evening, and good morning. Yes,
David, get 7 minutes.
Yes, sir. Mr. Triple, me, I follow this lady, the caller we just end for second emotion for Leone people president there. And then Mike from Philadelphia, we will just put on more for let be the whip.
I know, right?
The whip of all departments. You didn't have finance, overall. Anyway, I want to ask one question, Triple A. Would they hear about this renovation way for happen at the Lunge Airport, the extension way for happen and all that, right?
Yes, sir.
We the diaspora them. Right? We don't ready for can pay more for tickets because the way the runway it damaged like I damaged so right now. Look how we own tickets expensive for Flygon and Salon. When you look at Ghana, where they like 1 hour, 1.5 hours away from Sierra Leone, the ticket are not even half waiting we they pay for go. Like I'm not able to understand, I'm not able to forget that. If the government say always they come, they want for let we return and go do things here and try for go open up whatever your business be. Why the ticket there for Flygon at the country so expensive? When you go online, you look up the ticket, most of them are the taxes. Yes, I know say government need for generate money for let able for run the country. But even the basic needs they will need at the country, we're not able to forget them. So waiting they justify that high tax where they pay so much for salon. I know say commissions of inquiry don't come, judges they don't come, they don't pass judgment on certain politicians who say they're corrupt and so on, right? Waiting be wrong for let we use we own Sierra Leonean judges them. Let we pay them $10,000 a month if you don't pass safe. Because state they were able to find out here to how much their judges and then foreign judges they wake up, how much they make out of Salono. At the end of the day, they take all the money that they go to their country. Like would they think? If now we Chief Justice be able to forget that money, they say, sometimes go, you know, he say, no, wait till I go build a new Supreme Court outside of Freetown where we go able to forget the peace. Judges then go there and then quarters them and everything. But these guys don't come down as alone. They don't come make what they get for make. They don't return, go sit down in their country, they enjoy the money and build their country. Would they think? Okay, we talk about all this corruption where they go up and down as well. There is one area where the government seem not for even look at, or maybe even forget they. We be not say where the mining companies they are, then they all over the nation. Then be supposed for they pay corporate social responsibility. Then be supposed for they help the communities outside and they. But me, now an origin of an area where be the mine. When I've been the biggest mining company in a saloon. AAA, for travel for 30 miles, it took us 4 hours. Just 30 miles. Because the way we don't ravage the roads them, take go inside that township there. You know, we're even able for imagine for say, all these places we get this name, almighty name, where this place there, a saloon. The simple one lane for even go into the township. You know, they drive till they go 5 miles an hour for let you go inside Portol, Saful, and able for come on Saful. We talk about all this development, and this is not a source of power. Like anything happen there, you need a fleet of vehicles there for go there for go correct things there for happen. The road not even make. Instead, what they do every dry season, then come with their caterpillar, then grade the road for 1 or 2 seconds. You know, it go last for 1 month. Wait till rain then come no more, the rain come then wash all that gravel back. It return back to the same death trap where people and they get. So like I know they see anything where the government and they do where you go say this is a really long-term plan in this. Like how they say, we all, some of we go there, we work, we retire. You want to retire, let's go back to a place where you go say, yes, myself are able for the enjoy myself small. Because all we do here, now for us to like run around, do double jobs here and there, for let you get able for get what you get and go back. The only good thing we make they appreciate we were there abroad. You know, they able for do criminal business, forget your money. Well, at least the few one the way one forget the money straight.
Exactly.
You go work, you earn what you earn, you know, say lot of corruption money. You buy what you buy and go enjoy yourself as alone. I know say everybody at the end of the day, we want can better, low turn back. One can better, low turn back. But how can we go back to places where the water safe? Pass people and get for they get them 5 gallons there. I left Salone. I been going to Mojabi, na New Englandville, on that big rock. The water now so they trickle. So you get for don't wake 5 o'clock in the morning with a gallon. Let 5 gallons there for let you get water for once go school. 30 days. I go there, well, 2 years back. 30 days at the same system, 90 days. You look now, them people in there, they all get representatives in the parliament too. All their places in there, like they're not they see. So me, at the second emotion for let you go help in that country. The Minister of Health and Children's Affairs, who don't get already, Dr. Ike, he go help we already. You know, as I took a doctor, Her Majesty, it will go help you at the healthcare field. You heard we no more. Then Mike will go there. Mike, I did for you. I just want for make you be the whip. Any side, whip the no more. Yes. For Wataki, I don't get too much encounter there because me, I don't do one shipment. I flop now some used that's it. Because even for clear, so they say they make sense, say, okay, I don't pay $1,300 for clear motorcar. You just not back and say, if I buy the motorcar 2.5, I go pay 1.3 for clear the motorcar. Say they don't register them. You motorcar know what is again. So really, I don't know how now they do and how now they continue, but may God give we a Moses, we go able for come and wipe out them two parties there. I know say that they almost impossible. But APC and SLPP, these people like, then they copy themselves. Where this guy play your tricks. Where Auditor General report don't come out, they see say the current government they pa boku alala, and they begin talk about white paper, right? So now they don't kill that topic they for say, then self they pa the same corruption. So it's difficult. It's difficult. May God sorry for we. Somehow, where you go be the president younger, sometimes we'll begin buy ticket $500 round trip. Thank you all, and then I'm a dream, and then I'm a wishes.
All right, thank you
Good
very
night,
much,
all.
Dave. Thank you, sir.
Awesome. Thank you.
Yes, caller, you live on here. You name and inside the call from.
Hello.
Yes, sir. You get the platform, sir.
Okay. I want to ask you one question. Why make you stop for the player sensitization and song in Corona?
Oh, then Corona song there.
Yeah.
Because to me, I give the update. I think that's better. But the one they were there before, I never see any practice what they do. So,
but you for just continue to do what you do, at least don't go help for sensitize the people and small. Something they go listen to you, you know, what you talk, you know. At least the songs go to help them, you know, because at least I think say it will help. Because what you make a decision. So I remember when them talk something about this Lassa fever sometime ago last year. They talk about they sensitized for 1 week, then just stop. You know, these things then now continuous things they wait for them on a continuous basis, you know, for the put another years. Other thing is you talk about what kind of impact does these songs, the music where they guide and they pull about things where they happen in a salon, what kind of impact it get on the people there. I think for me, it gets no impact, you know, because I think so what thing they get more impact if to my opinion, I think so, they reggae music the way people like Bob Marley, Peter Tosh, the message the way they guide and they put out, and then they try to emancipate the people, the youth, the mind, you know, more than because most of the time, long time ago, if you find out say the kind of music where they play mostly in a salon, now me get you tumba, oh, now me get you know, it will be mostly things where they actually empower people and think positively, you know, not me just dancing. Even now, self the music then they wouldn't they play like their swag bear at Wemi Bongaid. You gonna party and see when the people then they go down to their music, then they take them for anything as something wouldn't they try for impact their level of thinking. Now dancing, they put on their dancing shoes, go see when they get down, you know. So the other thing is, Patrick, they talk about some research when they talk about amount of money where they go salon, which is true. You know, I don't know exactly if I get that data from, but it's true. You know, everybody can know say people in the same money in a salon. Like for me, so for instance, I spend money in a salon every month. You know, so just take me that you take another 20 or 20,000 people salon them all around the diaspora. A lot of money they go now. Them thing that they help the people in the country, because if you say then they sit down for wait for the government for do any massive development for the people, it's not gonna happen just now. You know, so I think the people and they do, they just continue to help them people, you know, as best as they can, because you know the only way most people is survive in Sierra Leone right now. These other thing about them politicians, them LNC, if you ask them what thing then they can't do, they will come and say, yes, we will do that. Once they get inside it, they forget about you. If you look at me thread, don't talk something about, then they treat the people with ruthless aggression. They not care. You know, Ellen, they ask if they hear, them politicians don't hear from since independence. You know, nothing not change. They do cosmetics, you know. Then whitewash this, then whitewash that one. They listen at the development what they do. Then go ahead and say we don't build a road. You know, all the resources they come out in the upline. You know, but look how they left the upline and they neglect the interior. You think to save them mean use most of those resources and then build up the interior, you know, upline. People living for actually kind of free chunk, can't see them no more. They say they are maintained a pass. All the resources, side they come out. Not from the interior. But they just left them place, then they take everything out, not build nothing. They don't even build us there. You know, they all come, they build us na the peninsula and free tongue is choke. Just left upline just like that, you know, neglect. So how the country will go before? Where this come out there, like you said, now 10 years. 10 years kind of the same old same, you know. You know, they say, and they look for God to come, because God know they can't for change anything. God don't get that country the resources, arable lands, you know, small country. We're able to take care of ourselves. Before that, now foreigners in Canada and join that country, they pass away. So remember where they go school. When a boss with a cage and put other people in the drive Benz, you know, it don't make any sense. The government make we able for no small book, we able for survive. If we know nothing, so we for something na salon they doing pampas and do all kinds of things, you know. Those are my contributions.
Thank you very much, Ayo.
Yes, sir.
Let's call it live on air. Your name and inside the call from, please.
Oh, this is Sanu. I call from a while Triple.
Yes, Sanu. You get 7 minutes. Are good.
Yeah, okay. Triple, I want to establish one of my facts first. May accuracy say in Africa, anything will go do not the best. But my opinion again, you know, as a free thinker, tribes, especially Sierra Leone tribes, they don't put that country backward. This tribalism don't put Africa backward. And God care for help we will get somebody who they can unify and tribe, they will can unify that country at least will look to one page. But tribes, these ethnic groups, this ethnicity, regionalism, that one day it continue for hinder Africa. Me, do I foresee? Time will come. Tribes in Africa, all man will get their own president. Their own tribe. Who's that? They didn't anybody. The little who's that they occupy and they anybody. And tribe there. You know, the problem of Africa, this insincerity to the politicians, them. All the politicians are not sincere. All the politicians get allegiance to a particular tribe, to particular people. The worst of things for so they disturb, especially in Sierra Leone, na diaspora. All now would they Usabu Usef. Usabu side work, whether in a doctor, whether in a professor, whether in a disusabi, and no more than they pay. Believe me, when the people let it go, then they talk fine. When the people go down there, they be corrupt past the people who they meet there. Me to me, if you love to me, I prefer we brother the would on the men get all position administrators than the diaspora. What you work now, you better for yourself now. You better for you than compared to them and then they. Then you come on here, you go down there, they go thief, you go do a bad policy. You know how the policy they work now here. You know how the governor here. You get that mentality. We go to say we go change that. We go to it go multiply the corruption. The corruption. One thing first, that country day. This wages business, what they would type for take this pay salary, people are not able to quantify, they're not able to know self. If they see one great man, the same office, then they get BSc honors, then they get a BSc honors. Then they pay that man the 3 million, 4 million, or then they pay that man the 2 million. But you already pay 2 million, you will get experience pass up. Why? Why that will be? Then they don't happen in Sierra Leone. Then they don't happen also be the Oakland audit service. Okay, maybe the Oakland audit service and McKinney branch. Okay, why did it happen? It makes some load just can newly. He qualify person. Okay? But when you look for the salary, he gets salary pass you. You know, it is a surprise. That country, they, you know, the lie, you know, the lie. People are not the truthful. People are not the talk true. People are not the talk true. Everybody gets who side belong. But like I say, try to this tribal business. This it don't affect Africa. This tribal it don't affect Africa. If God forbid don't make now one great language for we don't talk. As Sierra Leone, the guy that created this, so everybody that created for we don't talk. This is what they're born everything. At least you could look better small. But as long as I continue for preach this tribalism, this and that, my brother, and I saw this tiger for day. I can still remember all these current governments with the campaign say all the past governments they make cosmetic rules, this and that rules, and they look the user in the past. Una don't can be kuna rule now. Una can be a standard now. That's the name we make. They say that they are cosmetic rules they make. You know, Africa, the bad that what people can get. The bad that. If they see man, you get bad that, say, you don't even know what to do. The bad that. All that's what I'm coming here. You go free tongue. My brother. Like, I don't know what they say, that, I don't know, she's Helen, where they talk, say, buy planting at Agrin. Me don't agree with me. I go for going at blocks. The blocks and they make 400 loans. Okay. That's not put clock. I tell for building for my house. 400 loans and the man at blocks. When we go, they'll go and say 1,000 per block. They say 1,000 last. I said, why would it be 1,000 loans? I said, well, go and be the big blocks. I say for 400. Why me for be 1,000 loans? They say, the price that you will not tell you. Say that. I say, no. I said, well, I mean, they go take me, bro, and all the days I believe I can't big block for me. They say, okay, bro, what you? I say, bro, what you happen? Okay, I'll give you 500. I said, look, I'm going from 1,000, I don't come back to 500. So I just make a very bitter because, you know, I pass them. That's the problem. Anything old that's what they tell for you and they overcharge you. So when they send 10,000, then they tell you 30,000. That bad, that insincerity, they don't know that I got to not like yourself. Not like yourself. You know, like the politicians. You know, I mean, I want to see the worst politician who get money in that country. 60 to 70% of them politicians when they appoint in that country, they all poor like me. Don't get nothing again. Nothing again. When they appoint a politician, what is the time for the world? Not for developing himself. Not for developing himself. What is we will do? So man, you go to the parliamentarian, you know what is $1 million? You know what is again country? They go to money the day. Because they will not tell you they go them money the day. Nothing you do. Nothing you do. So the development in Sierra Leone, my brother, except you have to make the rule of law effective. The rule of law effective. At the same time, them tribes they all for represent a ministry. Then 17 tribes, there are 16 tribes all get as alone. They're all for represent ministry. They're all for represent parastatal. My brother, if you're not Minister of Finance, the top people, if there are 17 people, then 17 tribes, all the 17 tribes, they're body. If you work in the Minister of Defense, all the 17 tribes, they're people, they're body. But let not one tribe dominates a ministry. Oh, let not one tribe dominate. Yeah. That's not going to take it properly. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Sanu. Yes, call ID live on air. Your name and who the call from, please.
Sure, Triple A, thank you very much. Mr. Omar from LA.
Yes, Omar, you get 7 minutes.
Oh, thank you very much. You know, Triple A, you know, the problem with Salon, well, we own problem with Salon, but we all get. And obviously, any agency or institution not there, which is nothing. What I can take me down there from Shekin time, because now the area they may grow up for the road area. You know, the people have to go sit down for virus. Then they go sit down there, you get people on way to go sit down there. Now then you know, the young walk now for buy tiff load. They not get nothingness, they get then young walk, get not for that. Then they hide now, then boost them. Now Service Square. Back then, you go sit down at Service Square. Now, the people and the young work that beg for buy chief market. and then over then they will work in and they set you work that for sell thief property there. So I'm not gonna say the management self not get something for do with that. They absolutely get something for do with that. Because them over there with the candy, they know them. Now then they work for, now then they hire them, or now then they let them in for let them go inside then go work. But the problem is, I don't know if laws then they for make you sue the government or make you sue the institution here, because I believe me you, if any president, because the president themselves don't have dependence here, because it laws them in the way they first say, Motuka bank you the care do our bank you the sue and suing insurance, suing property and all. The kind of happen now. Motuka bank you damage you. After the one way the insurance they give you not do, you can go after it, go after everything we get. But lawsuit the other hand, now they no more they talk all the time. Whether they see they talk about lawsuit, now the institution. Either parliament talk to anybody who talk about we will go arrest them with the sue or some big institutions that will go sue. The sue all mean will go put you in a jail for some time. Now that's no but what about when any ordinary person don't see the normal sue? Because the system not work for ordinary person. You know, we not get no system where they work for ordinary person. And we own brother them. We own fumble and self. Now then the damage we. Somebody been just talking. If in fact when you want going to bad business, bring your relative now for example. you hang you the whole on the head, you pull the trusses, you know, see what happen with you. So the problem now at Taki is bad. But Taki they don't teach them from shaking time. Because me know I grew up in that area. We go man the market two man they will go sit down for buy thief property. Bet that they don't work business land for buy thief property. Let's see no more. In order to be high, it open. And the other thing where we talk about APC. I mean, APC, now the same people in there where we want to come back for can rule with 2023. Somebody go say just now, oh, now it is not in-house. Well, if waiting and they do not in-house so right now, succeed, now they go can do and then govern we. Because the people that went then at the executive wait for be neutral. Now they don't already that city yaya tunis where they can all the news that be work this. Now the all long can now they say na Samura with the after. But they say, oh na in-house business. Well that same in-house way they now and then go take back the rule the country. Where they go sit down, now waiting they want, then they impose the will. Just like how they don't impose the will right now on all the container they we want stand. Then go do they don't do the same thing. Whether they didn't power not the same thing them they do. So then nobody no can tell me, say, oh, that's an in-house business. That in-house in the kind of street. Because things the way they do now you owe. Now they can't go on the street. So that not their own. And regarding to we first lady, it is what it is. The lady, come on, you know they help himself. So let God help her. You know. And the other thing again, where you been talk about last week where I don't know, you talk something about waiting that we guy with being born na England we become they talk about other things that you know me then and there nothing that women never look that much because it's just like we own government. They're all not talk then they talk. People don't talk about that this week. You said being raised that up. The things that we don't tell we say don't go do we don't not do it. Believe me, you everything we they say now 2023 January of 2023 I say this now take pen and paper lay right up. January of 2023 now need to dig now need to put shovel on ground and as my Kromadua that man he bring ambulance for people and they suffer for ambulance for let him pull them the street he wait till election time now they pull them and they say hey it's what the party do now hard working parties really. Then here they don't bring them. The whole country, you know, say ambulance every day, but you hold them till election time. Now I know what I said they do. Believe me, you 2023 January. Now you go see them where I begin to put shovel on the ground, they see in the dig for Bill Hospital, for Bill Bakery, Imagine Salongo really get busy with construction. We're not already no more. The construction, because they don't pass 50. That's what another park I can life and people. And you see on 98.1, it life are we. It tell we all. Say December, the ending of the year. Then the commission, well, the better self for the commissioner. Because they're not going to waste people and time in there. That no more me get for this weekend. I know all people and time. Me own time too early for us. And also children at midnight now. So I'm going to listen.
Thank you very much, Omar. Yes, caller. Your name and who side call from, please.
Yeah, this is Janet Masamusa. I call from London.
Yes, Janet. What you get for?
Yes, I don't listen. Everybody waiting they don't say, and everybody makes sense about Sierra Leone. Everybody aware. Me now one thing no more me want for say this net for let we all win as Sierra Leoneans, whether you in the diaspora or you there at home. For let begin look at laws them where they prevent politicians them where they bribe with people during election period. I think say and then we make them if we will fight for that one day, it's going to be a hard situation. But if we begin tell with people and say the very money within they can use now the money where government supposed to help you with. I need to take back for can bribe you. I'm just to do some research now. I read something on Rwanda. It's an offense. Any politician within cage. It'll go with sister in America say, then constituencies them. Then they give MPs the money for go help them people them. Then the people that are the constituency then they ask the MPs them. This is something that, I think all boils down to education and introducing laws. We go all them politicians by the hand. If they catch you in 5 years and they ban you, you can't inside politics until 5 years later. I feel to say all this talk what they talk so I'm really happy. So we people are aware. There's an awareness for say yes, this they be, that's not supposed to be. We're very smart people. I congratulate everybody we talk tonight. We are all smart people, but there's something I know we need to do. Let we begin fight for laws them, where they debar them politicians they are so from doing the things they do, beginning from the president himself, a campaign, all what you put on your manifesto. If you not fulfill them, we will tell people and say enough fulfill this and therefore we will not vote for them. But we not say behind the scenes and go give them money. So let everybody aware. If catch anybody, they give you money or give you neighbor money, you get for put on a public. But then the question somebody asked me yesterday was, are the police and say corrupt? Where are we going to go with this? But I think if we start now and get other institutions there involved, maybe this could help we continent, beginning with Sierra Leone. Because that these are the crux of the matter, bribing the constituents them. This is all I have to say tonight. Thank you so very much for all the hard work. And thanks to everybody we're calling on make me day. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Janet. Yes, caller, your name and who side you call from, please.
My name Bakar. I call from Tegel, Germany.
Yes, Bakar. What you get for it today?
AAA. Thank you. Thank to everybody we make contribution, but I want to just subscribe to this previous caller with they talk. This lady. Now the right thing they talk. So for me, I buy the idea. All the politicians, if we begin to put laws in another country where they hold them, we go tight them. I believe say we will see progress. But again, now the constitution who they cry for, now they all this problem they AAA. If this constitution, these people, then try one leader sacrifice, they come for Tonangi in company. Say, okay, why don't come? Let's try fix this constitution so that we go move forward as a nation. I think say now they all the problem they AAA. Because if these laws then change this constitution or they amend them, we put the laws there inside. We all, as a Sierra Leone, will come to one. Then we begin holding people here, because even who they say people are corrupt, like the police and other peoples, yes, of course, they corrupt. But if we get strong, like what Obama say, Africa, we don't need strong leader. We need strong institution. I believe say na the right way this. If we get strong institution, we will the only politician there, because we the come, they talk this, he talk that, okay, we'll give you the place of trust. Then we not do what you say, then we'll catch you on corruption. Well, the Lord taking course. So I believe saying that the right thing this way we need for move forward as a nation. Then I want point again, I want try for put straight. We people they say, APC, SLPP, yes, all them political parties that get them constitution, we govern them. So, but I come to this, my brother, we say during Anes Koroma in time, he keep the ambulance them. Law puts record straight. I be there in other country. We them people have been get the ambulance, we Anes them bring the ambulance then they. Now this culture of maintenance make them people and put them other balanced ambulance them for standby. But all districts get ambulance. This na fact. All districts. So we then give all district ambulance. If you know all your ambulance fine, una yung side. If it boil, una get for take care of them. But if then go pull all ambulance, give everybody, like who get poor lack of maintenance culture in that country. Now so they only boil. So me I not deny what me brother they say. Politicians then get that trick for would they keep something till we after the time of campaign reach. Then they begin pulling things in the outside for sure the people like as if they are people we come for work or not good people. Yes, na then trick then but this ambulance in issue, law put on straight. That is not true at all. Not true at all. Because I remember I pay some of them, most of them district and they me pay visits to them district and they because the type business what they do. And they see all district where I go, and they find out say brand new ambulance and get ambulance there. Yeah. So if then don't try, like wait I say, APC make cosmetic. Okay, una say for una come, una do the same cosmetic. But my brother, 3 years down the line, nothing happened. Nothing. So for me, I think say that the right thing this will get for do as a nation, Lord try strengthen this constitution so that we will all learn people there to for all accountable to what then they do. But this government then come in ticket of new direction. But this new direction, it don't turn kumbu. Real kumbu pawi. Because me no see then they say education. Now sham, my brother. This education then the alapa. What no me I know see nothing for this new education we then bring out with and the ticket of new education a new direction and come. Me no see nothing. So we dey pray this 1 year some months we left for them because not to 5 years again. Now 1 year some month nine don't left for them. We dey inside campaign now. So it better make them try for see what then they fix with people and the points and pass. Say, okay, we SLPP go or we end in our power and this they don't do. But this particular time, we don't see nothing with the SLPP do. Nothing. Thank you very much, my brother.
Thank you very much, caller.
Yeah.
Look out the chairman himself, Daniel, with the sports update. Yes, Daniel Oldfield, you get a platform, sir.
Thank you, people, and thank you, sir, Network Radio, sir, Network Family. Back again, we don't come with after a week with a sports update, one sports update. Well, I hear something the way the body, nobody the jiggy no. Tripoli and people who they listen, who don't hear program where Mohamed Kalon don't give about how he was being sort of marginalized. I don't hear in video. Unable get to the at the try forget Ibrahim. Unable get him. Unable get people. But I hear people have been talk a while. Say Chris Kamara, one of the incumbent Secretary General. He don't say Mohamed Kalon not being sort of register quick and not being registered at the time. Unfortunately, as I say, I no go castigate Mohamed Kalon. I no go say na true Chris Kamara talk. But what me don't see, who they go forward and Cambien, go before Cambien. This is the second time we don't throw Mohamed Kalon. Quite out, they push him. Because according to what they say, Pandan and Tindo is saying a million pit, then the Longfield corner, where they now say a network radio. Because, you know, this is a big, what Mohamed Kalon, they talk, say, in reach that they been saying at 5 o'clock then for the day. And that in each day 4:20. And he mentioned names, so when go there, 9-1 miss, don't they did it for 6 hours. In fact, saying for risking life, for jump on top of Okada. Well, as I say, I don't get the other side. Now, what Mohamed Kalon say, and that they marginalize them. Now, this you don't even see. They say they talk to one the guy the winner the one pan the electoral people Ibrahim Yila will say, anybody who don't did it before 5, then they disqualify. And then all the people wait for them for nominate for Didi. But the same go there, you know, see no Aisha Johansson, you know, see Junior Navo, you know, see Kwekulisk, you know, see Badara. Of course, me not sabi them people in the all. But if bottom that's what you say. But me, why don't put 1-1 Tripoli? They Mohamed Kalon go on for say Victor Luis where them in Chukran. That man we been get an incident with incident stab him. Where them in call names and say Mohamed Kalon or Rodney Michael. They say na Mohamed Kalon say na ingo nominate Junior Navo. I think say Junior Navo they run for vice president under Aisha Johansson. That means a question Tripoli. So that means Aisha Johansson don't push away Brahma Mazula away himself na former national player when they Mohamed Kalon and late Ismail Daifan that then bring football up Salon football internationally. Before now we then Kai Kama the other body. So now they now say Junior Navo they run under Aisha Johansson. And 9-9 running mate as vice president. So Mohamed, so it may appear as if what would they so that Brahma Mazola Kamara will be Aisha and Johansson is MVP. It's been sort of edged out. I stand to be corrected because that's why they see. Even me friend, we colleague Magdalena Skone, now he sent the information out to me say even for the Leone Stars calling to camp practice and this thing where he say now I get them from say Junior Navo they run under. So what's in the go on Tripoli? Because Mohamed Kalon, what me go say? I try for call and able get up. But the bottom line is what me go say Tripoli. Mohamed Kalon na person with sell salon. Even now a sell salon name big time for football. The likes of that Ismail Daifan and Brahma Mazula Kamara. But what me they see Mohamed Kalon, it may appear as if the powers that be they no lenka, they no want an salon football. So again for make up in mind. Because actually if you come in late, because we'll be hearing names them Michael, we'll be hearing names of Mr. Safa, the lawyer Safa Abdullah. So what do you make out of this whole thing at Tripoli?
Unfortunately, you're not able to listen Chris Kamara yesterday.
Yeah.
What I go do, I go forward you that link there, make you listen on the side of Chris Kamara. So next week, within the week, as things unfold, you go get more information based on the 2 stories then.
Now make sure I say I need to castigate nobody because we don't
now make me say, just like the parable way we people in Kimball say, they want cook for you, they want give you for it, may they not meet you angry. They say before you go sleep, at least make you drink water so that they not go give you water and net way you sleep per dream. All in here, now because Mohamed Kalon, if he no say true, he been wants that position. I don't say if he don't go on first, he don't explain say waiting una say, una ala take una no ala take and what's not.
Yeah.
No, No, because waiting Chris Kamara explain, he said this team be don't start from the 20th of December. Yeah?
Okay.
Now it be don't start.
Yeah.
So if he be don't go for nomination early, then go don't nominate you, you will come out for clarification on that day. If I be don't realize say the person where they go nominate him, that person they not meet the criteria we Slaffer put.
Okay.
And Slaffer say no to the standard now, what's not. But we all know say something they be in. But now I make us say if you don't do your homework, fine for sure say he really ready for them. So that outside them want tackle them. They're not for be able them. They're not for be able.
You feel so?
Now so me feel.
All right, okay.
So now make like I said, we don't hear your side. I want make you listen the side of Chris Kamara first. We know say at the end of the day, until say not go left and so. Who self no left and so if you be saying no to true Chris Kamara they talk. If not true in the talk. But one other question when me self they wondering FC Cologne nominate somebody else and not him. But yanda I go and take and say now because he not be ready, he not be planned for doing. So is it that now because he not planned for doing now late timing and I can't say it?
Okay.
So all the one and they go make you raise eyebrows like okay, something else they go elsewhere within himself and your team force before even you come meet up the one and they because if the one way you go nominate you get issue, I believe say the first person for nominate you na your team. And not the team, the one way in team nominate, not get one problem because in team meet all the criteria. So you suicide the issue, they small. Let me can say, let us see how this unfold. I'm not going to say much more. You go listen to Chris Kamara. Then next week you go hear about that if more not unfold as the week goes by. But I just feel say he late for coming. He really late for coming. If he be take him that time away, he did get game foot. If I don't know say them people are, then can we all know the team we dey underneath. So
That's
if
right.
we don't
That's
act fast on top of the matter, so that to not for be how they even they talk about this delegate today.
You see.
Carry on.
You see what they talk to the one like go president. But me, I know I eventually you think of that one yourself, no, because they go one day go section that they all be the telling I Monday that the only thing that they be the push a leg, you know, So you don't pull lots of parables today. Then say na Creole, when they wanna tell you, not team up, right? If you know say they wanna tell you, not for team up, not
exactly.
So you know they go when they wanna tell you, tell and say I don't tell. No, so well, as I say, let's shove down but you know what I go like if God can let okay able get Mohamed Kaloni self and because of course Chris Kamara he didn't the executive member and the secretary all powerful secretary general. So as I say, we don't hear inside. Of course, we don't hear Kaloni inside. So maybe what me go like Triple. If we play Mohamed Kaloni, we play Chris Kamara inside. Let people hear then draw a conclusion. But again, I tell Mohamed Kaloni outside thing. I mean, I'm a friend. I've been on take part in my program several times. They respect me. A reporter away in a small bubble. Then turn the way for where they go school. Say before he goes into prominence. Now who been the what they call a Guma up one. You know, the bottom line is. Starting now in a very successful international coach, me for now let's focus on in coaching. Then he look beyond along the line, waiting on campus salon football. That is my advice. But that coming to say inaugurate for SLFA stuff. But then Mohamed Kalon, he got a brighter future. He got a long time for going a young man. So as I say, we wish her all the best, and we will share this issue now for meet up next week. I don't know. I think in February because we tell they look at this area because the CAF election is in March, and Aisha Johansson the eye for go Panda CAF election they for go take part. And if you are not the president of your football association, forget it. And I will see Aisha Johansson go fall short at nothing. And no go left no stone unturned for become president any kind of way. For let get that CAF thing there. So, well, they're all Nasser Unions. These are all, we will not get foreigners among them. So let we hope say everything once me, would I be president, would I not be president once blood no shed, one person no die. Let us see who will bring football come before. You know? So as I say, would they chef this thing now? Would they continue?
Yes, Albert, so done, but make we hear this complaint where you get.
Okay, so Nabil, last week, you know, we did diaspora before we did come back, we get for do a testing. All right?
Yes.
So either you pay 500,000 leons, where you dey go na Wilkins Road na UN Drive, or you pay the premier.
700, where then they can meet you now.
Yes, so now the premier pay. So they agree. I call the 117 people them. They say 11 a.m. I agree. So 11 a.m. going to 12, nothing. So I call back. And so somebody
they call so the 117?
Yes, the 117. So they go dispatch the people there. They go do the testing. So till last minute, and the people they show. Yeah, I began other
last
appointments.
Last minute, like almost o'clock.
Okay, so so the thing is, 11 after the 11 a.m. no pass, I call 12 o'clock. They say, okay, there's somebody there on the road. And that Saturday, be military Saturday, and we began virtual training. So I began to go Radisson Blue for using the internet because I take my laptop for do my virtual training. So since the people there are not sure if they go shop at all, I said, well, make we meet up now at the Blue. So eventually now they will meet up where I will do my testing. But
so the people and them they call you say then they run late or anything like that?
No, they not come and say that they run late. So now me go for call the 117 after 11 a.m. because me not I like for deal with time. So if you tell me say 11 a.m., 11 a.m., not 11:01. So when 11 a.m. come, I don't see nobody, then I begin for call. I say, you guys tell me say 11 a.m., nothing. I say, well, somebody there on the road, etc., etc. Make a patient. So a patient till 12 o'clock, nothing. So almost till 4 p.m. before they tell me say somebody there on the road. So I tell them.
So now by 4, from 11 a.m. by 4 or 5 o'clock, 9 a.m. do the test.
Yes. So I tell them, say, well, make we just meet up now at Radisson Blue because I began for go to use the Wi-Fi because I began military virtual training. So last minute because
so
I be up.
That test wouldn't be doing at airport. Say you left for camp, that now where you be go, you not be getting result, eh? That what if you get on your phone.
Oh no, now they're not coming for the result. Other than the one they do with the prick. Yeah.
Yes,
so
because
Monday,
I be ask them and say now just one of them cases them. So so now make you not get answer.
Yes. Yeah. So
yeah, you want to see something else.
Yeah, so moving on Monday, so after you take the test, the Monday, then you get for go now UN Drive. Now they said they're not even tell me. Because after I don't take the test now.
Yeah, for go Nakovac, for go collect the result.
Yes, but they're not telling me. Password I get for call back and say, well, I'll go able to get me result. They say, well, for go now Nakovac, now UN Drive. So we go back, they get some other disorder at the place. Because if they go inside, you take number. They give number, you come back now door. I mean your number now number 25. So if they give number, that means you get for stand accordingly to the number.
Yes.
Which now they did not take place. They begin for just call people there and say, hey, tell me if I can take your result. Then I tell them, I step into the mix of things. Maybe I put on my military cap if I can put that way. I say, look, I tell the security guys, I say, for make this thing go smoothly, do my number. Okay, number 1, go before number 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that's how we get this line in order before the thing goes smoothly.
So then we give paper by number, but then not be the call by number, then be the call by face.
Yes, I just be the call by face.
Okay.
people they not be like that. Because if you give by number, then you get for stand according to a number. If you're not number one, you're in front. Number two, etc., etc.
All right. Thank you very much, Albert
You're welcome.
Lansana. Anna Salon. This is not the first person we even are part of Sarah Network family now, where they tell you about this particular one where na the VIP treatment where they pay 700,000 for. Then go give scheduled time, but they won't be there. You schedule the person for 11 o'clock, you not do until 4 o'clock. Eh? Then if I make now for complain and Nakovac, then go tell me say, oh, na just one of them issue there. Okay. And I will still do it. And I can't tell you about waiting at the answer. And this is not the first person. The other person back, in I left they call the person, and the person they ask back say, they no can do it. The person for can do amo. And they ask them back say, they no can do it. Oh well, they come. Like we don't even take things serious. And a job then creates for them more. But you know why? Now because na fumble or paddy hiring na independence alone. Now he make. Because if you know say they hire you this job and they're paying you this much and you're responsible for anything will go wrong, trust me, when they say 11 o'clock you for dinner so and so address, you're gonna be there. If you dey run late safe, you go call the person and say, hey, I dey run late so I dey cancel so and so time. But we don't want to do that. Because what you know, na your uncle, na your sister, na that minister dey, na that connection dey, na make you get the job. So then you know say they no go fire her. Pass push camp and shop. But you know say as then the fire that in connection dey, in self no say they go. But we are waiting Nakovac the answer we go give you, yeah? Monday, I go ask them. When I want to let people and pay VIP 200,000 extra, then the person will still lay the okay. Time don't go. Oh, lefa. Hey, don't do over 5 hours. Oh, lefa now there. But anyway, we'll go there back on Monday. Hope say we all go get rest where the body need for the weekend. That's for we will get weekend though. For some of we, not during the week, na our weekend. Because of the time we will day off. But we'll go there back on Monday. Rest well. Yeah. Not do it in there's enough for do. But mask up. Save yourself. Till we meet again on Monday. Tripoli say, Tata.